Hello, Getting, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. And we're about to start a mission that involves us going to Deep Space Nine. So that's why I'm here. But I wanted you to see the accordion-playing Klingon chef before we began. Mostly because he is super special awesome. Alright, let us begin. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. There was something I wanted to do. I even was telling myself to do this before we began. I already have this now, and I said that it had a device on it that helps with, what's it called? Blah, blah, blah. Small ships, hangar pets. So yeah, I wanted to grab that and then grab the device on it. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, it went to my inventory. You are currently at your maximum number of ships. Okay. What the heck? What? Okay. Someone hacked their stuff to get the bikini-clad woman outside of where they're supposed to be. Alright, let's see here. I need to get rid of a ship. I could definitely get rid of this ship. Goodbye, this ship. Go to dry dock. Let's see. Ships in dry dock do not count toward your... Yes. Okay, I don't know why I needed that warning. I've put tons of ships in dry dock already. Yeah, see? Alright, we're all good. I don't care about dry dock. And there's all the crap in my inventory now. Sell all the crap. Except for this thing, apparently. Now I can get this. There we go. Don't care what it's named. There we go. Alright, so we got this, and this thing, plus 20% owned pets weapon firing cycle haste for 20 seconds, and coordinated engagement solution, all damage and resist buff scales with nearby allies. Alright, bonus to all damage, plus 20 all damage resistance, plus 20 extra per ally affected, plus 10 drain experience, and plus 10 convert non-player allies with 5-kilometer radius. Switch target to your current combat target. Okay. Doesn't affect other players' pets. Okay. So yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Alliance Fighter Squadrons. So yeah, I'm gonna take this. I have no idea what I'm gonna replace on here. I gotta figure out what I want to get rid of, though. I need the cloaking device so I can do the cloaking stuff. Temporal disorder I want to keep. That I want to keep. I could probably get rid of Chronami Displacer. I want to keep... I could probably get rid of that one. I need to keep that. I need to keep that. Web Spinner Array, yeah. Elite Alliance Squadron Beacon I want to keep. This is what came with the Orion Blackguard, so I want to keep that. And then a Car's Revenge I could probably get rid of. Alright, let's see. I think I'm gonna get rid of... Let's get rid of the Chronogami Displacer. There we go. For that. Alright, and then loadouts. Save to 1.0. Alright, now let's throw everything into the bank. All the things that we don't need or want. And then let's finally get started. Sorry, I should have done this beforehand, but I completely forgot. I literally told myself to do this beforehand, and I completely forgot. Alright, now let's get started. Let's go to Deep Space Nine. kind of ridiculous that I can't just start the quest from here, but that's okay. I forgive you. By the way, they finally released the 15th anniversary ship bundle in the store, and for me it's really disappointing, because these are all just various classic anniversary films, so it's all stuff from the original series. And I've never been a big fan of the original series. I was Next Generation, mostly, and I literally could not start watching the original series when I tried. I will give it another shot at some point, but yeah, just for some reason I couldn't get into the original series. So, but yeah, for me, this was pretty disappointing. I do like the fact that they stayed true to the movie, the film, boxes with the rainbow stuff there. That is fantastic. But yeah, I mean, for me, I was really hoping for like a major Lower Decks and Discovery Season 5 and Strange New Worlds bundle, and instead we got classic films. So I'm sure somebody's jumping for joy for seeing all of these ships, and I'm sure they're probably selling out right now. But for me, I'm just like, oh, you could have done so much, and you're stuck with really, really old ships. Okay. I get you, I see you, I understand. But I'm also disappointed. Alright, storm clouds gather, let's begin. So right now we're meeting with the Dominion, pretty much Otto, who is our friend from Deep Space Nine. And we're discussing what's going to happen now that the Herc have attacked. Because the Herc are a galactic threat that the Klingons were the only ones that could beat the Herc. So, I just realized this has all the factions. Federation, Romulan, Dominion, Klingon, and this is an alliance, which is the alliance of all of these factions. Just so you know, the Dominion, if you make a Dominion character, we've entered the Devnos Belt Dahar Master. I'm reading several civilian vessels on sensors, in addition to the flagships of the summit attendees. The station is still damaged from the recent attack, but it appears that critical system repairs are complete. Their damage control teams must be working double shifts. Indeed, Helm, take us to the station. Alright.
Please, we're low on fuel and supplies. We need help, badly.
Come on. The High Council has announced several challenges to the Empire, worthy of a warrior such as yourself. Would you like to review them?
Okay.
This is Station Control. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. Your docking clearance has been authorized. Several of our docking facilities were damaged in the recent conflict. Please proceed to the provided coordinates.
Alright.
Also, Captain Nog is waiting to meet with you on the promenade at your earliest convenience. Enjoy your stay here at the station.
Alright. The away team will be standing by while you attend the summit, Dahar Master. Are you ready to transport to the station? Let's get over there. So, of course, we have Captain Nog showing us around. One of the kids that grew up on Deep Space Nine. And, Jake Sisko's best friend. Alright, let's get going, please. Long loading times. And I've completely forgotten what I was talking about before. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I can't wait till you guys see what all this stuff is about. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Waiting and watching and watching and waiting. Waiting, watching, waiting. Waiting, watch, watch, wait, wah. Wait, wah, woo. Woo, wah, wee, wah. Wait, woo, wah. And... I was gonna say done. There we go.
Hello. Nice to be working with you again. I've been assigned to assist you here on the station. The leaders of the 4 major delegations have asked to meet with you prior to the summit meeting. Their offices are located here on the promenade.
Very well, Captain. Alright, so as you can see, we have a lot of people to speak with. Alright, faction leaders, Admiral Quinn, Chancellor Jempuck, Pro-Consul Datan, and Ambassador Odo, of course. Okay. Let's see here.
Ambassador Odo is here, coordinating security efforts.
Of course he is, because he used to be the security officer on Deep Space Nine. Hello, Ambassador Odo.
I'll be blunt. The Herc have decimated most of the Dominion. All but one fleet gone. It's all the Jem'Hadar can do to keep our remaining worlds from being laid waste. There is no diplomacy with the Herc. We don't know why they're attacking. We're not even sure where they're coming from. I'm sure there are those in the Empire who would be content to let the Herc destroy us. But where do you think they'll turn once they're finished?
A good question, Ambassador. Alright. So that's Ambassador Odo. Let's see. Okay. Lots of people on the promenade.
Chancellor Jempuck has an office here.
Okay, so this is Jempuck. Of course, in a weapons store.
This summit may not end well. Most of the High Council sees the Herc as a Dominion problem. They are content to let them fight to the end and deal with any survivors. There are others, such as Martok, who see that position as dishonorable. If they want to fight the war of their ancestors, so be it. But they will be doing it without the Empire.
Understood, Chancellor. You are a weak man. See, we'll talk to them later. Okay.
Here is Proconsul Datan's office.
Ah, they took the Omega office. Alright. Why are you standing on a chair and a table?
This summit may be difficult. While the Federation will see a path toward peace, I suspect your Empire will feel the opposite. There is no love lost between them and the Dominion, or the Herc for that matter. The Republic position is one of pragmatism. A weakened Dominion will be easier to deal with, and the Herc are a threat no one can ignore.
Understood, Proconsul. Alright. And lastly, but not leastly, Admiral Quinn.
Admiral Quinn's office is behind those doors.
Alright, so this is the, ship, stuff. Or at least it was.
The results of this summit could have long-lasting effects. A number of our allies, including your own High Council, consider the Herc to be a Dominion problem. The Federation sees this as a chance to improve relations with the Dominion. Having allies in the Gamma Quadrant instead of enemies would be a great step toward galactic peace.
Understood.
There are several Alpha Quadrant leaders here for the summit. Kai Kira of Bajor, Counselor Garrick of Cardassia, and my father, Ferengi Grand Nagus Rom. I recommend meeting with them as well. Their worlds will be on the front line if the Herc launch a full invasion into this quadrant.
Very well, Captain. Alright. Let's see, we're close to Quarks at this point, so we might as well start with the Grand Nagus. Or maybe not. Let's talk with Kira first.
I believe the Kai is here, in the Bajoran Temple.
So notice how we have all of the, pretty much every single Deep Space Nine character available. Hello, Kai Kira.
Hello there. I suppose Jempak sent you down to see where Bajor stands. I can tell you we're worried. The Herc were a few ships away from ravaging our homeworld, and if the Dominion falls, they'll be back, and we'll be the first to face them, so Bajor stands ready. We'll do what we can to stop the Herc, even if that means joining forces with the Dominion.
Bajor remains strong. Good.
There's something else I should mention. I've experienced visions recently, a sign from the prophets. I see a place I've been before, a world beyond the grip of death. It's the home of a former Kai, and it's in the Dominion. I should also mention that I've seen you in this vision as well. I believe we're going to take a journey together soon.
One of your duties as Kai. That's quite a revelation, Eminence.
Something else on your mind?
One of your duties as Kai.
As Kai, I'm obligated to serve the will of the prophets. Doing so leads me to many places, not just Bajor. That can be difficult, especially in times of war. There's been a lot of that in the last few years. First the Dominion, then the Klingons, the Iconians, and now the Herc. There are times when I wonder how Ben Sisko managed during the Dominion War, and he was the emissary. I've tried to follow his example whenever possible, but it's been a challenge.
No doubt.
Something else on your mind?
Not at the moment. Okay. Now, I believe Clark's is right across the
My
hall.
father is in my uncle's bar. Hard to believe he used to work there, huh?
Yeah. Lita is with him, of course.
I was wondering when you'd come along. I'm guessing you're here to talk about the Herc and what we want to do about them. It's no secret that the Ferengi aren't a military powerhouse like the Klingons. Most of the time, we'd be happy to make a tidy profit from all of this, and as far away from it as possible. That changed when the Herc attacked Ferenginar.
Of course.
We would have been wiped out without help. And we didn't get it from Starfleet or the Klingons. We got it from the Lucari and the Cardassians. Even a few not cool ships showed up to fight. That showed us that this is everyone's fight, big or small. So we're in. And if the 34th rule of acquisition comes into play...
How did you convince your people to join?
It wasn't easy, believe me. I've managed to get the Board of Liquidators with us, for now. Most of them see the potential for incredible profit. Alliance defense contracts can be very lucrative. The rest? Well, let's just say their self-preservation instincts are strong. They'd rather fight with the Alliance than stand alone. The Herc have me thinking about adding a new rule of acquisition. If they can't be bought, get ready to fight!
That seems appropriate where the Herc are concerned.
Did you have another question?
Not at the moment, no. Alright. Now for Counselor Garrick. And of course, guess where he is?
It looks like Counselor Garrick is in his old tailor shop. Huh.
Of course, the tailor is the spy.
Hello there. I take it you're not here to update your ensemble. Though if you'd like a few suggestions, I'd be happy to provide some. In the meantime, let's talk about serious business, shall we? I'm sure you'd like to know Cardassia's position on the Herc problem. It's simple, really. They're a menace, and one we should deal with swiftly.
Alright. Continue. Continue.
Surprised? Don't be. Cardassia was recently attacked by the Herc. We'd have fared poorly without help from our neighbors. Even the Lucari and the Ferengi offered a hand. I trust this lesson isn't lost on you. If we stand alone, we're doomed.
This used to be your store?
Once upon a time, when I was but a tailor. That was before plain, simple Garrick became a member of the Ditapa Council, of course. Before the Reconstruction and the Iconian War and the Herc. While I'm proud of the work I've done for Cardassia over the years, there's a part of me that yearns to be here once more. To be just a tailor, just Garrick.
We go where we're needed.
Will there be anything else?
Nothing at the moment.
The Alliance has asked a number of special consultants to attend the summit. I know each of them well, and I can vouch for their knowledge and skill. Even my Uncle Quark. Despite his reputation, his knowledge of the Gamma Quadrant is valuable. Just don't mention Latinum in the discussion, or the value of his information could rise considerably.
Understood. Right, Quark, Lita, and Dr. Bashir. Of course. Since we're right next to Quarks, we'll start with Quark and Lita.
Don't suppose you're here for a drink? Holosuite? Dabo? Can't blame me for trying to find profit while I can. My fool of a brother, the Nagus, seems hell-bent on getting the Ferengi into this mess. Not a lot of profit in fighting the Herc, 34th rule or not. You can't spend your money when you're dead.
True.
If you ask me, we'd be better off sealing that wormhole and saying goodbye to the Herc and the Dominion forever. I'd miss the Tulaberry wine, but I'd get over it. But seeing how that'll never happen, especially as long as Kira's still breathing, I suppose I'll have to dig in like everyone else. You know what the worst part of this mess is? Odo. He's back like a kind of ghost haunting me. I must be cursed.
I hear you own a moon now.
I do. And I'd be there, enjoying myself, if it weren't for the Grand Nagus. Brother or not, I wanted nothing to do with this until he put Lucari terraforming tech on the table. Couldn't pass that up. It'll cut biosphere renovation costs on my moon by 70%. Even with Odo here, and a billion Herc trying to demolish everything in sight, there's profit in the wind.
Of course.
Might finally land that exclusive Tulaberry export contract I've been dreaming about for 40 years.
Assuming the Herc don't eat all of the Tulaberries.
Can I get you something?
I'm fine for now. Alright, let's talk with Lita.
Hello. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this place. I can't believe Quark still has that hollow me in here. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. I wish we were all here under better circumstances. Then again, DS9's always been a trouble magnet. I guess peace is a little too much to ask for around here.
Yeah, probably.
My husband is risking a lot of capital, political and otherwise, by choosing to get involved with all of this. Fortunately, he's the best Grand Nagus to come around in a long time. The best ever, as far as I'm concerned, but I'm freaking biased on that point.
Yeah, being his wife and all.
Look, if I were this mirror version of me I've been hearing so much about, I'd have a lot more tactical advice to offer. As it is, my advice to you is this. Take a look around. Think about all the civilians, the refugees, people who are depending on you to protect them. Think about the best way you can do that, if you can. That's what I'd do if I were in your shoes. Boots, whatever.
Mirror version?
Yeah, in that alternate universe where good people are evil and vice versa, turns out the evil version of me is an admiral there. Real piece of work. Wears lots of leather, carries a whip. Oh, and she's in command of the evil Enterprise. I found out about her from my husband's information gathering specialists. Never hurts to be well informed, right? Rule of acquisition number 7. Keep your ears open and your eyes on the mark.
Or rule number 74. Knowledge equals profit.
Was there something else?
No, thank you. Alright. And And last but not least, Dr. Julian Bashir. I walked right past you, didn't I?
Ah, you must be Chancellor Jempok's attaché. Nice to meet you. Dr. Julian Bashir, recently recommissioned Starfleet officer at your service. We're doing what we can to get things in order after that business with the Zenkethi and the Herc. The station took quite a beating. Worse than I saw during the Dominion War. We're still treating casualties, and it looks like we'll be seeing more soon. A lot more.
Alright.
The situation is compounded by the presence of civilians, both local and from other systems, even the Dominion. We have a number of refugees from the Gamma Quadrant on the station, and more are on the way. Clearly, the sooner we can solve the Herc dilemma, the better. We'll be beyond our capacity to help the refugees soon, as will Bajor.
Recently recommissioned. You left Starfleet.
I mustered out some time ago to start a private practice on Trill. Since then, I've worked on special projects for Starfleet from time to time as a consultant. Even managed to start a family. Needless to say, I wasn't initially thrilled with the idea of putting the uniform on again. Still, it's very hard to say no to Kai Kira and Captain Dax. And so here I am, back on the front of an interstellar conflict. Here's hoping it's a brief one.
An ideal outcome, but unlikely.
Something on your mind?
Nothing now.
There's a number of refugee groups here on the promenade.
Okay, speak to the refugees.
It must be a surprise seeing Koremans here on a Federation station. Let that sink in for a minute. It's so bad in the Dominion that its citizens are looking for safe haven with their former enemies.
Okay. The Herc aren't our only problem. When the invasion started, it was like the Founders forgot about us. No Jem'Hadar came to our rescue. No Vorta with words of comfort or relief. Nothing. There's even talk about rebellion, of leaving the Dominion altogether.
We were the lucky ones. We got out early. I've heard rumors about a blockade, keeping the rest of us from leaving the homeworld. It might be true. I haven't seen any more Koremans arrive here for a while now. Oh, please. The Founders have forsaken us. Don't let the Alliance turn their backs on us, too.
We'll do what we can for you. Alright, and then the Innis refugee? Gamma refugee.
We're lucky to be alive, friend. There was little warning before the Herc attacked our homeworld. We sent a call to the Founders, but no Jem'Hadar ships came. Our local defense force didn't last long. A few of us managed to get away on ships before the Herc closed in. Word of the Bajorans and their faith reached us after the war ended. There's stories about one of their spiritual leaders. She came to the worst of us on our prison moon to bring the wisdom of the prophets. So, when the Herc came, we decided to come here, through the Celestial Temple, to seek deliverance. If the Founders won't listen to us, perhaps Kai Kira and the prophets will.
The Kai will help you if she can.
This is Jempok. The summit will begin soon. Send your report to me now.
Alright, here's your report.
The Federation and Romulan positions are predictable as always, but I am surprised by the Cardassians and Ferengi. They are usually more inclined to worry about their own skins first. I am not concerned about the refugees. Starfleet and the Bajorans will be all too eager to shelter and feed them, after all. As I said, the summit is about to start. Report to me there when you arrive.
Yes, Chancellor. Alright, Denny, we're gonna end it here for the day. Thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out when you do that. And as I always like to say at the end of these videos, don't get assassinated!